It's been cloned, as it were, copied by other universities around the country, and there are similar institutes with different names, but devoted to enhancing the study of public law and jurisprudence, not in a vocational technical law school off to the side, but rather right in the heart of the liberal arts college or university. And that means we take a different approach to law. We don't ask the sort of technical questions that lawyers are rightly interested in, or that law students need to learn about in order to prepare to be good courtroom advocates or drafters of contracts and other legal documents. We ask what I would like to call, and I think we're justified in calling, the deeper questions. What is the nature of law? What distinguishes law from other normative systems in a society? Morality, religion, other institutions of society, the political system, the economic system. What makes law just or unjust? Can we distinguish just from unjust laws? Can we subject law to moral evaluation, moral scrutiny? And of course, the great tradition of thought about law, to which I've devoted myself in research and teaching, the natural law tradition, which goes all the way back to antiquity, begins with Plato and Aristotle and Cicero, and then becomes part of the Christian tradition, especially in the High Middle Ages with thinkers like Aquinas. That tradition is very interested in the question of what makes law just or unjust. And what do we do about the problem of unjust laws? If a law is unjust, what do we make of the law? Do we obey it or disobey it? Does it bind us in conscience despite its injustice, or does its injustice vitiate its power to bind us in conscience? These are questions that have been asked, as I say, all the way back to antiquity and forward to current times. Martin Luther King, in his famous letter from Birmingham jail, written in 1963, raises exactly the same question. What makes law just or unjust? What do we do in the face of an unjust law? Are we justified in disobeying an unjust law? Are we morally required, as King thinks we are, to disobey unjust laws? And in making this distinction between just and unjust laws and subjecting law to moral scrutiny, King says that we have to evaluate law, human law, what we call positive law, in light of the higher law, what King unreservedly refers to as the natural law, and ultimately the law of God, the divine law. So these are the kinds of issues that we address with our undergraduate students. There are now 240 or so undergraduate fellows of the James Madison program at Princeton, and also with our graduate students, who are mostly doctoral students who are interested in moral and political philosophy, philosophy of law, bioethics, and other fields that fall under our general mission to advance the study of public law and jurisprudence.